Today we have a soft cleaning of these white cedar shingles, which have a semi-transparent stain underneath all of the growth. We're going to be soft cleaning these because the makeup of the organic debris is very superficial. We just have some mild mildew and mold. Wouldn't make sense to do deep cleaning here. Soft cleaning would do a better job, be more economical, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Threw a bit of quick set silicone in this outlet here. Seal was a bit rough, but other than that, it should be pretty straightforward. Again, super important to wear a respirator, especially while spraying SH. Here I'm using a 3M acid and gas cartridge. Besides pre-wetting the plants as always, I'm also pre-wetting the corner of each window sill. This helps make for an even finish because sometimes excess runoff can over clean certain areas. All right, so I've just finished applying the rear section of the house. I always like to start in the rear to make sure that my mix is dialed in and I get settled. Key thing here is that these are semi-transparent stained white cedar shingles, so the tone and the finish, the end result is going to be different of that than a natural white cedar shingle. Some of the key things about soft cleaning, I'd say, number one, liberally applying. If you think you're gonna get away with just one quick pass, it's not gonna give an effective clean. You gotta allow the cedar to absorb and to process whatever substrate you're applying. Again, cedar's porous, has many layers, especially with semi-transparent stained shingles. You need to get through the stain and hit the root of the growth to make sure that it doesn't prematurely come back. Number two, keeping everything wet, plants and siding included. As soon as your solution dries on the shingle, it'll flash burn it. You'll get an odd bleached out appearance. That's not what we're after. And I'd say number three, you really have to find a surfactant and a detergent that allows your bleach to do effective and enhanced cleaning. If you're just using Dawn dish soap, if you're just using laundry detergent, that's not enough to activate the bleach and to get its full cleaning potential for the wood. But yeah, I'm gonna allow this to just sit now for about 15-20 minutes. Again, really high dwell time to make sure that the solution does an effective job of cleaning. We don't want to let it dry, and keeping it wet actually helps the solution clean better. Every couple of minutes, I'll just flick the siding over with some water. Hit the plants with some water. All right, these two sides I sprayed initially are ready to rinse. This is another very important part of the process. I'm not going to be using something that's overbearing on pressure. I'm going to rinse top down, and I'm going to rinse it heavily until I stop seeing sudding and or tannin streaking. My audio was messed up during this clip, but I was trying to explain is that if you're going to use a 0-degree bit to rinse, the assassin as we call it, don't do it too close to the sidewall. You will etch the wood. You're better off using the low pressure soap fan tip to do a gentle rinse on these first story sections. And you'll see in this time lapse why it's important to apply it liberally and why it takes many coats. This first coat here didn't quite get everything. As I keep reapplying, you'll see it slowly start to brighten and clean better over time. That's what we're after. You're going to have to use a lot of product, especially surfactant. I probably used about 10 gallons today on this 1,800 square foot home. All right, this south face that I did this morning is about 90–95% dry. And I'll just show you here what we're looking at. There we go. As you can see, it's very clean in appearance, very even, and back to where we want the shingle to be. I'll show you this poolside area that we did earlier with the time lapse. That right side of the A-frame I just treated so it's a bit wet. That's the variation in color, but as you can see from the camera, you're looking at a totally different brand new house. These shingles are clean. The growth has been disinfected and killed. And this homeowner has decided to go on our yearly annual treatment plan. We'll be spraying in early spring 2027 to keep this clean look. And this is just another tool in the toolkit. There's no perfect way to clean cedar. That's why we have multiple options. No house is the same. This is one of the tools that gets great results and the job done effectively. Feel free to call us anytime. We're Summit Exterior Cleaning, based out of South Coast, Massachusetts. 774-319-6373. Thank you.